Hello to my video channel and another presentation of a knife. Often there's the question which knife to wear if you have to be officially dressed. You can carry one of those steel knives, but to be honest, normally they're too small for me and the blade is not big enough. But there's a solution. The Boker Plus Howser Memory. A knife Boker designed in collaboration with John Howser, an US custom knife maker. A small EDC knife which is for me astonishing beautiful. Now first to the specs of the knife. The knife has an overall length of 18.5 centimeters. It has a blade length of 7.9 centimeters. 7.2 centimeters is sharpened. The thickness of the blade is 0.27 centimeters. The blade height is 1.77 centimeters. The thickness of the blade of the knife itself is 0.92 centimeters, and the weight comes in with 63 grams. The blade form is more or less a Wharncliffe blade, and it's made of a very decent steel, and for me it's a wonderful everyday carry knife. You can carry it with suits and when it's not so official, and because of the weight it's for me very useful. The blade is made out of a 440C steel, which you can see here engraved on the blade. Also engraved is the number and the Howser logo. On the other side there's the Boker Plus logo. It comes with tools for the Torx screws, for the and also with tools for the pivot screws. Boker is also doing this special pivot screws which needs special tools. The handle is made out of G10, and the blade is has a half stop. It's a slip joint blade, and you can see the spring of the slip joint is very strong. It catches the blade in a wonderful way. The form of the blade is more or less a modified Wharncliffe style, which is very useful, and it's very typical for John Howser. This swedge here is a typical design element of John Howser. You can find several custom-made knives of him which have this swedge over all the length of the blade, not only at the tip of the blade. It's very typical, and I think it's very beautiful, and this was one of the points why I got this knife, because for me it's so beautiful. So but when the blade comes out of the box, it was a satin finished blade. Also the swedge was satin finished, and now I'm carrying it for half a year, and I said, there's a chance which they lose. The swedge is not good to be seen, and it's you have to point it out a little bit. So I decided to polish it. It was a hand polish, and it was a lack of work. It was absolutely much work, but I think I managed it quite good. It's not a mirror polish at all, but it's good enough, and it comes out of the box extremely sharp. By using it, I have to put it on the leather a few times, and now it's sharp enough. for that later. And now about the weight, it's very, very light. And when you see it, just like say, oh, there are no liners, but they are covered liners, and they are selected, skeletonized. Sorry. This is why it's so light, but the handle is strong enough. You can't press it together. It's wonderful, and it works wonderful. The overall finish is beautiful. No gaps at all over all the spring. No gaps. Wonderfully finished, wonderfully polished. You find no nicks or whatever. It's really, really beautiful made. And now we can see another part of the typical Howser design. Here at the end of the blade, there is a very, very great ricasso. This is also very typical for Howser blades. On the internet you find another few more of them, and it's a very, very beautiful blade. It fits in my hand very good. For finger grip is no problem. It cuts very well. All the purposes I've done are wonderful. Here you can see how sharp it is. Okay, I've sharpened it, but this is nearly the same how it comes out of the box. For me, it's a beautiful EDC knife. If you're looking for a lightweight EDC knife, which have an absolutely wonderful finish, this is the blade you have to use. Okay, bye. See you next time.